Previously on Ancient Eats.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boys Noe and Jonathan back at you from the crib. Here we have another episode of Ancient Eats, where we make Roman toast. As you can see, the form in my wrist. This is my segment, Noe.
It's your boys, Noe and Jonathan, back at it for another episode of Ancient Eats. Today we're making traditional Roman military food. In our research, we found out that the Romans could only carry very little while they were in the military. So, food-wise, they were eating basic stuff, like some basically seasoned meats. Today we chose this fine Stop and Shop brand chicken. And I'll be preparing it today with olive oil and salt. So here I am, oiling up the pan to prepare it for our basic chicken.
It's all on the wrist, right, Jonathan?
All in the wrist. So we can get the oil all around the pan. You see the, ooh.
That was shiny.
Ooh. Ooh. So we're about to hit this pan up. You dig? We seasoned it with some Trader Joe's garlic salt. You know, just only what the Roman military would have access to. You know, we're keeping this legit. So, we're keeping this cooking process going. They're some nicely cooking chicken breasts. We got time. So we just got the call that we have a special guest waiting outside the front door.
Let's go meet him. Oh, that's the bird. You'll be surprised at who it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our guest star, Dylan Fournier. Dylan, how do you feel to be on the set?
I'm honestly honored.
Ancient Eats. Well, we're honored to have you, sir.
Oh, thank you so.
I'm shivering with anticipation.
Wow. Well, over here we got Master Chef Jonathan cooking up some quick chicken.
No.
You know how it be.
So, what are your thoughts on this first dish, Dylan?
Well, it looks amazing. I'm so excited.
Does it look like traditional Roman military food?
You know what? Remembering my time in the army, I do think so.
Yup.
You heard it here, folks. Jonathan, can you give us an update on the chicken?
Just making sure if it's cooked. I don't have a knife. I know how to fix this problem.
Oh, man.
Looks cooked to me.
That's good.
Ooh, that's a close one. So what do you say we toss on this next batch?
Yeah. Now it is time for the tasting portion of this traditional Roman chicken. Dylan and Jonathan will be our taste testers because I do not eat meat. So Dylan and Jonathan, go at it. Tell us how it is. The birds are really excited to know how it tastes. And in between bites, you can enjoy some weenum. Alright, gentlemen, let's stay professional. I think they like it. Is it good? Should we bring it in for the class? He's still chewing.
My compliments to the chef.
That was you.
What a great choice of oil. It adds a great succulentness to it. Succulence.
Yeah.
That's a word.
Yeah.
I think it could have been improved very much with just about anything. It's very chickeny.
Well, the Roman soldiers only had limited supplies of
Of course, of
resources
course.
to make.
I thought it was truly outstanding. Again, compliments to the chef. I think he could have improved. I mean, it took me a while to chew. And I feel like as a soldier that could be a good thing. Like,
Or a bad thing.
like what if I'm having a bad day and I just want to chew on something?
It's a good point.
So, very nice job.
Cheers, fellows.
Cheers. Alright. Next thing that we are going to make is traditional Roman nut tart. So, first thing we're going to do is take our honey. Just going to pour that in. Then we're going to take our milk. It's not dairy milk because Jonathan is lactose intolerant. So we're just going to put that in there. Then we're going to scoot that on over here. Put that right there in this pan. We're just gonna heat that up. And then in this bowl, we're gonna put some almonds in there. The Romans actually did have almonds. And then we're gonna get our walnuts there, just in here. Sorry about that, everyone. We're gonna put that in the bowl. Ooh, now that our mixture of honey and milk seems to be done, I'm just gonna turn it off. Yeah, it was fast, wasn't it, Dylan? Oh. Garlic, salt in there. The Romans like to put salt on basically everything. Oh, olive oil too. Just a dash. We also did not put that in. Okay. Okay. So now we're just gonna pour it out and see how it looks.
Why is it purple?
Oh, because we also put some dessert wine in there. I dropped a nut. We put some dessert wine in there because the Romans enjoyed wine basically every meal.
So we're just gonna refrigerate that and and we'll be right back with the taste test.
It's your forehead.
Eggshell them.
This is a code red. Code red. Dylan, get the paper towels. The nut tart is spilled in the freezer. Oh no! All of your frozen items must come out. Is that a frozen pretzel? Mayday! Mayday!
Must been infected.
Now the freezing of the nut tart is not traditional, but we're just using it to speed up the process.
We don't know.
Man, it looks like Otis made his way into your freezer. And just threw up.
Excuse me, Cameron needs to get in there.
It looks tasty, right, guys?
It looks real good, actually. Let's just get another look at that.
Narts.
Excuse the profanity.
Tickle.
Oh, are you still recording?
Yeah.
My freezer.
Pooped.
There's nut tart everywhere. Your freezer will be smelling like dessert wine
Such a bad idea.
forever.
I I can't. Such a bad idea.
Our guest star is a little flabbergasted on the ground about how crazy this whole situation is.
I guess this is what real cooking looks like.
It is. You know, on all those cooking shows, they just edit the stuff out. Don't worry, folks. The nut tart will be okay, presumably.
My freezer won't.
We will see you on the other side. Jonathan will now try the
The
nut
thing is,
tart.
this now shows off that it's not a tart, it's just a soup.
It's tarty.
It's not.
Define tart.
Like, not soup?
Oh man. I think it was a smashing success. I will now be trying the nut tart. Big old spoonful.
Big spoonful.
So bad.
I think this is a good first try. But just like Roman toast, you can't get it perfect the first time. We will be back with the remastered edition. Got some work. Dylan Fournier will be unavailable for the tasting portion of
One
the
spoonful.
nut tart.
Oh no, I'm sick. Gotta go home.
Here we are on our third recipe for the day. A classic in Roman cuisine, the Roman toast.
Remastered.
So we start out with 3 eggs, cracked. 1. 2. And 3. Great.
Alright, the next step is get your milk. You're going to take 200 milliliters of milk. Get nice and low to measure it. Perfect, right on the line.
Good
That's
work,
how
yeah.
it's done. And you take this, you're going to put it into your 3 eggs. And, we're just going to mix it around. This doesn't work.
What we're doing now is we're gonna cut the crust off the bread so we don't get the fried crust. Awful. As a Roman toast concierge, I'd know.
That's a clean cut.
Sounds done, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, Jonathan, what's the next step in Roman toast?
The next step is to butter this pan so we don't get no stickage.
Yeah, no stickage.
Yeah,
Love your use of vocabulary.
stickage is the worst. How do we like these? Buttery? Buttery.
I think everyone likes a good buttery Roman toast. Oh, not a buttery stovetop though. It's all on the wrist, right, Jonathan?
Of course. You see that? You gotta give the good rotation.
Oh yeah, I see it all right. Boy, do I see it.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna dip, well, more like submerge these
Another good vocab
these
word.
toasts into our egg and milk mixture. Oh, delish, boy. Delish.
Boys and girls.
Well, I was talking to the people in the room.
Oh. That's a good plot. That's what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, the egg wasn't. The egg's not mixed. I told you I should have kept going.
Shut up.
Jonathan wanted to rush the scrambling of the eggs. I wanted to continue. That is what happens.
Don't zoom in.
That's. Oh, the lighting's off now. See those yellow splotches? That's not what you want.
Yeah. All good.
But Master Chef Noe Jerry Romero and Jonathan Offinger, we're going to turn this around and we're gonna make the best Roman toast remastered.
Y'all are terrible.
So we're in the frying process of these puppies, so we can get ready for our nice Roman meal a little later.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be a good cana. It's not quite done yet, but Jonathan and I were able to turn this Roman toast around after the poorly mixed mixture. Now we're right on track, and it's gonna come out and be delicious.
So we're gonna be trying our Roman toast in 3 ways.
I will start. So we have our traditional toast, and the Romans had a lot of fruit available to them. Peel it. They had a lot of fruit available to them,
Well,
just
while
because it's a natural resource.
Yeah,
so.
while he's peeling that, I'll be using the honey. This is the most traditional according to the source that we found this on.
Yes.
Just Roman toast and honey. What more could you ask for, you know?
That's true, Jonathan. That's a delicacy.
Mm.
Soldiers would not normally have access to this, but if they were stopping in a nearby village to raid or to just collect resources, they could stop and they could make something as delicious as this.
Yeah. That was great as always. You know, with Roman toast and honey. It's always just wonderful.
And we'll come back to me. So I just I have some clementine that I've put on, just some fruit. The Romans fruit grows naturally, so they had a lot of
What do you do with it?
fruit. I'm making it to a taco. Don't worry about it. It's a bit of a taco. That's good. The fruit with it is actually very good.
Very brightens it up, I'm sure.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
I decided to go big or go home, and I added Fruitios, the off-brand version of Fruit Loops, and chicken. So let's try this out.
I think the fruit in the Fruitios is going to taste really good with the
Yeah, no,
Roman
I'm
toast.
sure it would be.
That was a unique experience. I would describe it as very savory with a hint of sweet.
Mhm.
It was very unique. I think everyone should try it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, okay. And next we'll be just showing off all of the dishes that we prepared today in our Roman meal.
We will now take you on the journey through our Roman military meal. We start off here with my dish of Roman toast, which included some nice clementines, a nice fruit addition. We move on to Jonathan's, which is some nice Roman toast with honey. And Dylan's, which was a little unusual, but a modern twist, which is just some chicken, some Fruitios on some Roman toast. We move to the traditional chicken, spiced up with some garlic salt and olive oil. That's all that was necessary. Move on, we'll wean 'em. This here is our nut tart. It's done, and it is looking good. This may not be how it looked in ancient Rome, but this is as close as we're gonna get. All right, so even though the video of us cooking was all fun and games, it's time to get down to business.
Yeah.
And first, we're gonna talk about
The nut tart that we
Nut tart.
made. So yeah, I can take this part. Okay, so we were researching because Roman military food was very simple, so we decided to do something that might have been like a treat, you know, when they got home, you know, for more and stuff. So, and nut tart was what we landed on. So it's a treat for the Roman soldiers to eat the nut tart after they come home from war and just be eating meat, bread, and salt for a while. You dig?
Yeah, it's definitely a delicacy. For the
Delicacy.
Roman soldiers.
Very good word.
Yeah.
Great
yeah.
word choice.
It was a treat, and they were stopping in a town or a village after a long tour. And I think in terms of like the cooking aspect problems that we had there, we technically only made the filling of the nut tart.
and
We
we were
needed like a pastry cup to
We were
pour
unaware
that
about
soup
that.
in there.
Purple nut cereal.
Yeah. So if we put that in like a pastry cup, then it becomes a real tart. So that was like tart filling, not tart filling.
Shouldn't have been that liquidy either. I think we just, went wrong. Guessing here, guessing there.
The next thing that we will be talking about is our Roman toast that we made in the video, and
Yes.
there's been obviously a lot of talk about that because we did it in episode 1, now we're doing it again in episode 2. The big question that we get all the time would be, isn't Roman toast just French toast? And to answer your question, yes and no. So it is in the sense that the recipe is basically the same, but no, because the Romans actually started making French toast before the French, so it should be Roman toast.
Should be, yeah.
Traditional Roman food. And in terms of eating it while they were on duty, they probably wouldn't be able to just because they needed eggs.
Milk.
And milk, yeah. So
Don't keep plugging.
yeah, they would have had access to the bread and maybe some honey, but it probably also would have been something that they would have to stop in a town to enjoy.
And so one of the dishes that we made happened to be just basic chicken, cooked in oil with some salt on it. It's a very simple Roman military dish because they didn't have much. Well, they were on the battle trail. They couldn't carry much on them, so they had to go simple: chicken, oil, and salt.
Yep. The Romans carried a lot of salt with them because they couldn't afford to keep buying new meats or carry that much meat, so they would use the salt to preserve the meat, and then in the end it would end up kind of seasoning it a little bit. It wouldn't always be chicken that they were carrying, it would be lots of different types of meats. It was basically whatever they could get their hands on and then carry.
Chicken, oil, and salt.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Alright, so to summarize our, at times, goofy video, very goofy.
Summarize the shenanigans,
Yeah.
as they say.
We're gonna do it right now.
No,
Yeah.
Okay, take it away, no.
Alright, so to summarize it, this was, the chicken was really one of the things that the Roman soldiers could have eaten while they were on duty, and then the nut tart and the Roman toast were more of a delicacy item if they were stopped or, stopped in a town that they had just raided, or if it was an ally town or something like that. Other important things to Roman soldiers' food would be things like salt was very important. Fruits were easy to get and they were very important. Grains, Roman soldiers consumed lots of grains, lots of meat, cheese.
Of course.
Cheese was good. Jonathan knows the importance of a good.
I love me some good
Some
cheese.
good cheese.
Yeah.
And it was mostly just simple things like that, which is why it was kind of hard to do a cooking video. So we went into more
Delicacies.
two delicacy items.
Gourmet.
Very gourmet. Oh yeah, that nut tart. Yeah,
Yes.
some good nut tart. And yeah, that about. They're giving us the lights and the bird calls, so that's their review.
Telling us to hurry up. Okay, we good?
I think that summarizes it. That was
We gotta end it like a.
episode 2. Block the screen and then I have to stop the video. And this has been Ancient Eats, episode 2, military food.